What's up everybody, this is Master EN Gamer back with more fresh Overwatch news. This time, Jeff Kaplan dropped another massive post on the forums, this time driving a dagger straight into the hearts of everyone who was hoping that the new upcoming feature was going to be Hero Bans. That's right, Jeff Kaplan goes into extensive detail about why they are not going to be adding Hero Bans as a new feature to Overwatch, or competitive, or Overwatch League, or anything. And while I still personally think that Hero Bans could absolutely introduce some nice variability for people who play competitive at high skill tiers, I do agree with Jeff and a lot of his concerns about what this would actually end up introducing and how it wouldn't really benefit the vast majority of the player base. That is one of the things I talked about in my video I published earlier today, where I was talking about the reasons that an Overwatch Hero Ban system could actually work pretty well, but lo and behold, Jeff Kaplan has gone ahead and debunked those theories. Now, once again, I'm not going to read through every single thing Jeff Kaplan says in this forum post. A lot of it is just talking about their internal concerns about a system like Hero Bans and talking about the different reasons why they don't think it would end up working. But there are some interesting tidbits foreshadowing the upcoming Overwatch developer update, which he had talked about last night on the forums, and teases a little bit as for what we might actually end up seeing instead of Hero Bans. For example, as a team, we agree with and understand that players want the meta to be more fluid and move more frequently. We get that the perception of a stale meta is not good for the game. We absolutely have plans to help move the meta more, and we'll be talking about those in an upcoming developer update. We get it. We agree. Make the meta move faster. Okay. A little farther down, he then mentions again, if the problem we are trying to solve is that the meta needs to change more, Hero Bans might actually make the problem worse, not better. We do have a solution in mind, an actual system, that we'll talk about in next week's developer update, but it's not Hero Bans. In regards to players wanting to ban for balance reasons, the way we plan to address this is with more frequent balance updates. The upcoming dev update will go in depth into the plan and shed light on how we're going to accomplish this. So we agree that there are balance issues. And perhaps the most interesting bit he mentions in the entire post, there are a few other reasons we're reluctant to pursue Hero Bans at this point in time. We've been really pushing for faster match times. There's a lot going on under the hood on this one. Our philosophy is the game is better if you have quicker matches. The sting of defeat is much less if the match took less time. We're constantly talking about ways to speed up rounds of Overwatch to allow you to play more. Now, I think this is actually hinting very strongly at whatever this new system is going to end up being, which is that overall it's going to somehow manage to push balance updates more frequently and make individual matches much faster. And keep in mind, Jeff did also mention that this is a definitive system they're adding in. This isn't just some substantial balance patch they're pushing through like the barrier nerfs we got a while ago or any of the other things we've seen in the past. This is a definitive system of some kind. Obviously, this is what Emong was talking about in his clip where he talked about competitive being saved and Overwatch finally going in the right direction in the near future. But it is very intriguing to think how exactly this system might end up working. It's possible they're gonna just start throwing out new things much more rapidly and focusing less on testing to make sure any given change is gonna be something they really want to have happen, and rather focus more on just updating and updating and updating as much as possible to keep the game feeling fresh. Now, there's, of course, a lot of problems with something like that. You could very easily end up horribly breaking a hero, albeit only for a short period of time, which is why I don't really think that's the direction they're going to be going. And again, I don't really see how that'd be classified as a definitive system to be added to the game. Maybe this would be like some sort of hero rotation mechanic, where the exact heroes you can play in any given match, like, rotate from week to week, or maybe even the team compositions, like, it won't always be 2-2-2. It might be that one week, but then the next week it would be like 3-2-1. Again, I really don't think that's what they're gonna end up doing, because that basically goes against what Jeff had just said earlier, but I'm honestly at a loss for what exactly this system could really be. It does definitely sound like whatever decision they're making isn't just just to improve the matchmaking and the experience of playing the game in the match, but likely also to improve queue times to some extent. I think that's perhaps the most important thing they're trying to address by making the matches quicker, so that you get through a match more quickly, you're not going to have to sit in queue quite as long, and you'll just be able to get from match to match to match more, well, quickly. Again, though, I don't really know how exactly they would achieve that. It's not as simple as just pressing a magic button to make things go faster, but perhaps they're just planning on shifting everything in a direction of just speeding things up. Maybe payloads will move faster, or points will capture more quickly, or you'll respawn quicker, something like that. But again, that's not really a system. That would just be balance changes to existing components. So I'm honestly at a loss. I would love to hear what you guys think this new faster matches, better experience system is going to end up being, which is definitely not hero bans, and apparently is exciting and significant enough to get certain competitive players very hyped for it. So be sure to leave your thoughts about this one down in the comments below, because I would love to hear what you guys think about it. If you didn't see my video earlier today where I was talking about hero bans before they were proven to not be coming, you can feel free to check that out in the cards on screen. I think there's still some interesting points worth considering, both in favor and against hero bans as a possible system at some point in the future. But of course, they're not going to be anything we're getting anytime soon. As always, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.